Okay, guys, so my plans are I'm gonna have $1 million in about maybe 5 years. And I plan on doing that by investing heavily in the stock market. You know, my dad would always tell me stuff about that of why don't you save your money? Why don't you save your money? Why don't you save your money? Well, look. So if I could save my money and the future that I was promised, you know, big salary, nice job, nice wife, couple of kids, a dog, you know, like the whole shebang, all my dreams fulfilled by the age of 25, right? Well then, I would have done that, right? So, well, life didn't turn out that way for us millennials, right? I'm 35, just turned 35 in February. And hmm, he's always talking about saving your money, but like I had expenses, I had things that I wanted to buy. You know, I couldn't sit in my room and just stare at the walls, right? So, um, if you would have told me about the idea of investing, uh, for the entire time of taking like half of my money and putting it in the stock market instead of just in savings, right? Um, I get that, but oh no, there's just much I wanted to do. But if you were to have gotten me excited and taught me about stocks and how stocks will grow your money and all this other kind of stuff, I just go, I got $200. I can buy a $60 video game and get myself soda for the week. I don't think that'll. And then you go, holy shit, that was $200. You know, and it doesn't help that the price of things isn't going down. Well, okay, it is under Trump, but like a liter bottle of soda from Dr. Pepper should be $1.50. It shouldn't be $4 fucking, right? I mean, are they making enough money over there at Dr. Pepper and Coca-Cola? I think they are. So, you know, fuck, man. Like, I worked in a dairy factory for a little while. And you want to know the big secret about working at a dairy factory? The only expense is the bottle. And the bottle costs like fucking 50 cents to make it. All the milk they fill inside the 1 gallon container that they give you 2%, 1%, half percent, da da da, this, that, and the other thing, whatever bullshit they fill it with, right? Um, it's sheer profit. So when you go to the grocery store and you pick up a $5 gallon of milk, right? Fuck. they made they made $4.50. And now you're gonna have someone else clap back at me and say, you know, uh this, that, or the other thing. You know, when you get it at Kroger, the reason why it's that price because of what, transportation, refrigeration. Okay, uh, but like the price of those things doesn't really matter at the grand scheme of it all, right? The milk they sell for $5 a gallon, or maybe it's 2.50 now, but still, holy shit, it should be like 80 cents. You know, um, but so the money I had as my first job working at Kroger, right? Um, why would you figure it out? How am I going to say this? Why would I ever expect as a kid getting his first job and his first bunch of paychecks? Why would you ever assume that like, well, I think the future is going to work out. I'm thinking, well, I think the future is going to work out for me. I don't know. Like, I don't think life's going to go fucking upside down. It did. And man, the bags under my eyes, you know, if there is any, right? and just the wrinkles on my forehead, the gray hair, like all the shit I've been through. Ooh, excuse me. Finally, I'm getting to a point where I see the goal. I finally see what's gonna happen next. And in 5 years, like, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I don't have much money right now. My bills are paid. I've got my food paid for. I'm like effectively like rich poor, if that makes any sense, right? 5 years, I'm gonna be a fucking millionaire because I'm gonna take all the money that I get from my job as a CNC guy, outside of like buying two pieces of furniture. I'm gonna buy a desk. That's gonna cost about 2,500 because I need it because I have a lot of equipment that can't be on the floor. You know, I've got a weird aspect ratio monitor. I've got a big heavy computer. I need a paint space. You know, I have to have like the specs to it have to be a certain way so I can make this happen. And I'm getting a great deal on it because I'm a good negotiator. I know how to make that kind of stuff happen, right? So thank you very much for helping me out with this desk. If my desk guy is watching this ever, um, and then I really appreciate it, dude. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Um, and I'm just gonna keep stocking money right now, just right in the stock market. ETF, 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 ETF. What's that one? I don't give a fuck. ETF, ETF, ETF. And then eventually it's buy specific stock options, right? And then eventually um, start building out assets from what I understand. And then I'm going to have a couple of different debit cards. I'm probably not going to take a credit card like ever. And then I'm just going to take that and just keep buying. Well, I guess I need credit cards because you have to build up your credit score. But I mean, why? Why do you give a fuck about credit score? What the fuck is that? What credit score? Credit score. Why? Who fucking cares? Right? So like at some point I need to start a business, whether it's making pens or making chicken parm sandwiches, and just make one thing and make it really good and just get a food truck and just pump them out. Oh, I can work in this city and this city and this city and this city. And hey, here's my shit. Here's my my awesome food, you know. And maybe for a time I'll just find a way to do that. Or maybe I'll just be a diesel mechanic, not for cars, for like generators that are like at job sites or something. I don't know. See those guys making big, big money. So I need some good moves now, but I need some good mentors. It's what I really need. I'm a guy doing this all on my own. I don't have a team. So yeah. But what's 60,000 times 5 years multiplied by what the stock market does?